African American History. Frederick Douglass. Narrative of the Life of Frederick Douglass. Harriet Ann Jacobs. Incidents in the Life of a Slave Girl. Booker T. Washington. Up from Slavery. Narrated by Mark Bowen, Jowanna Lewis, and Rick Walz. Narrative of the Life of Frederick Douglass. Preface. In the month of August, 1841, I attended an anti-slavery convention in Nantucket, at which it was my happiness to become acquainted with Frederick Douglass, the writer of the following narrative. He was a stranger to nearly every member of that body, but having recently made his escape from the Southern prison house of bondage, and feeling his curiosity excited to ascertain the principles and measures of the abolitionists, of whom he had heard a somewhat vague description while he was a slave, he was induced to give his attendance, on the occasion alluded to, though at that time a resident in New Bedford. Most fortunate occurrence. Fortunate for the millions of his manacled brethren, yet panting for deliverance from their awful thraldom. Fortunate for the cause of Negro emancipation and of universal liberty. Fortunate for the land of his birth, which he has already done so much to save and bless. Fortunate for a large circle of friends and acquaintances, whose sympathy and affection he has strongly secured by the many sufferings he has endured, by his virtuous traits of character, by his ever-abiding remembrance of those who are in bonds as being bound with them. Fortunate for the multitudes in various parts of our republic, whose minds he has enlightened on the subject of slavery, and who have been melted to tears by his pathos, or roused to virtuous indignation by his stirring eloquence against the enslavers of men. Fortunate for himself, as it at once brought him into the field of public usefulness, gave the world assurance of a man, quickened the slumbering energies of his soul, and consecrated him to the great work of breaking the rod of the oppressor and letting the oppressed go free. I shall never forget his first speech at the convention, the extraordinary emotion it excited in my own mind, the powerful impression it created upon a crowded auditory, completely taken by surprise, the applause which followed from the beginning to the end of his felicitous remarks.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?